Hey guys, welcome to another video and another week. Well, this past week was very cool for me. It's very stressful, but very cool at the same time. Hopefully you had a good week last week. If you didn't, hopefully this week will be better for you. Well, besides working a little bit more and dealing with regular shenanigans, had a very nice weekend. I just got back from the gym and picked up some stuff. Yesterday, I went to Astronomicon number 7. Saturday. I always go on Saturdays. I don't go the whole weekend because it's a lot. I mean, we got there about 11:30 in the morning, maybe-ish. Either 11:30 in the morning. They open at 11. Between me and my friend, we got a lot of stuff done within the first half an hour. By 12 o'clock. No, the funny thing is by like 12, I gotten just about majority of everybody I wanted to meet and get autographs from, and he got pretty much almost everything except for 2. So was I. If you're into wrestling, now the Astronomicon, basically what it is like it's a comic book convention. Doesn't really focus on comic books naturally. What comic book convention really does focus on comic books just all the time anymore anyway. It's more like a wrestling, horror kind of horror and sci-fi con. 2 of the old school Power Rangers was there. Some people from Futurama and some other stuff, and the guy who played Jason from Friday the 13th, he was there. Stuff like that. And of course vendors. But anyway, what I did, who did I meet? Well, the first person I met, his name is Elijah. In WWE, he was called Elias, and he always had the, walk with Elias, and he was really over with the fans. The problem was that they decided to change his gimmick and had him shave off his beard and say he's his twin brother Elijah. That didn't go over very well. When they tried to bring him back, it just fell flat. But, he was a really nice guy, and he was really cool. Next, Matt Riddle. He used to be in the WWE until, his outside shenanigans caused him to get fired. But, he's a really nice guy, and he's very appreciative of the fans and everything else, and it was really cool. This next one, this person was only there from 1 to 5, and it was like, okay, 1 to 5. So we had to, they started the lineup at 12 o'clock, and by the time we was like, okay, let's get back into the line. They saw Mick Foley, which I already saw him many times. I didn't really need to see him. We come back, and it's like the line was like an hour plus long to see this guy. So, and the former Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. That was pretty cool. Very cool person. Very, 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 very cool, very chill. Then we had to get into another line, which line was long all day long. Took us about an hour to hour and a half standing in line, so to speak. And as for the Monster Kane. So other than that, that was that was it for me. It was like about going on 4 o'clock or something like that. It was like going on 4 or 5, and I was tired. Everybody was tired. So that means naturally I didn't go, hung out at a friend's house for a hot second. Then I decided to go home. And, technically I was wiped out. So that means I didn't pick up my comics till today. So let's talk about what I picked up today. First thing is Rat City. from what I heard about this book, is that it's a Spawn comic that's kind of like, not really a Spawn comic. How to explain that? It's kind of hard for me to explain that, but that's the way how it was mentioned. It's kind of way how it was. It's kind of way how it was mentioned to me, and I was like, okay, I'm a Spawn fan, so let's check it out. Next, we got Sabretooth 47. So far, this Sabretooth War, it's kind of interesting, and plus, since the way how the mutants can't resurrect themselves now, anybody that Sabretooth kills is permanent. So it's a way to, I guess it's a good way to clean house, so to speak. Star Wars The High Republic #6. Always a good read. Darth Vader #45. Always a good read. One of my new favorites, Miss Marvel #2. Amazing Spider-Man 47. And no, I ran out of bags and boards, and I was going to pick some up today. And the reason why I didn't pick any up today is you're about to find out. Next, we got this from Ghost Machine Comics, Rook Exodus. It's a very interesting premise about these people with these like mask that gives them like abilities and stuff like that. Don't know much about it other than in the sample I read. I don't know much about it, but this is from Jeff Johns, a Michigan native. Jeff Johns, a Michigan native, and hey, he also worked. His claim to fame was that, well, him being from Michigan is not the most famous part. He worked with Richard Donner. Who's Richard Donner? Well, do you remember the Christopher Reeve Superman movies? That guy. And then he got a job in DC Comics. Jeff Johns rewrote The Flash, made him Flash relevant again before Mark Waid took over. And he worked his way up to where he created the New 52. And that's where that was from. And from another Ghost Machine, Red Coat. Now this came out last week, but I couldn't find it. So it's interesting. From the little bit I know about this guy right here, he's actually from the Revolutionary War kind of era, that era, but somehow he is somewhat immortal. How? I don't remember. But hopefully this thing will tell me a little bit more. Maybe. But anyway, I can't wait to read that one. New books. Just when I was thinking about planning on paring down my books, new stuff comes out that makes me want to say, ooh, gotta get that. Last but not least, Transformers #7. Now, turn the cover. I saw this one. I said, this was kind of boring. This one looks pretty cool. The one thing I like about this is that they're showing the back of the other covers. So that's pretty neat. Now, why I didn't buy any backboards? Well, because I found something. Something I've been looking for. At my comic book store, I found XMen 97 Nightcrawler. So now what happened is, never found them at Target, never found them at Walmart. So Target and Walmart, they're like 25, 26. He has maybe like a $3 to $4 up to $5 upcharge. It's a small business, so hey, I don't mind supporting small businesses if they can give me this. And to tell you the truth, when I found out they had this and I was looking for it for a while, I had to snap it up. he only had 2 of these left, so normally the guy would tell me, say, hey, normally my guy there will tell me, say, hey man, I got this coming in, you're interested? And he'll usually let me know or put some aside, whatever. And the last but not least, X-Men 97 Jean Grey. So I have basically, I just wanted these 3. I didn't really care for the Goblin Queen. Didn't really care for her. But then again, after watching X-Men 97, I might want to pick her up. Executioner, I didn't really care for. That Magneto, I'm still on the fence of whether I want him or not, because I have the classic Magneto style. And tell you the truth, the hilarious part was the bag and boards will cost a bag and board will cost one of these figures. So I was like, bag and board will get these 2 figures. I'll get these 2 figures, which I've been waiting for. I can always, the way how I read my books, it's gonna be maybe like 2 or 3 months before I get to this anyway. So hey, but other than that, that's it for this week. I'm still kind of exhausted, but that's fine. It happens. It happens, and it's good. The only thing I could say is that, you know, sometimes life throws you a curveball. And when the life throws you a curveball, it's up to you to figure out what you're going to do with it. Life has thrown me a curveball. I kind of touched on it last 3 to 4 videos or so, something like that. But maybe I might dive a little deeper so to give you guys an explanation. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm still debating on that one. With that being said, thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up if you like. Give me a thumbs down if you like. Say some words if you want. That's fine. And hopefully, well, not hopefully. Dang it. I'm still tired. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Talk to you later.